And now we're going to talk about pouring. Pouring is a little bit challenging of a skill because there's so many different containers to pour from. There's milk bottles, milk cartons, milk jugs, all kinds of variety of juice bottles, soda, and it's hard to sort of generalize this skill because there's so many differences in the bottles that liquids come from. So one thing that's kind of helpful to try is to see if you can pick up a small pitcher that has a pronounced lip or spout. And that's a great way for students to learn to be really successful, to use something that has a very clear and simple method for pouring from. And again, I mentioned before, but I think it's important again to say when you're teaching these skills, it's very important to provide hand-under-hand demonstration when you're providing just for a student's opportunity for observation, to make sure that they are aware that there are these techniques to make it more successful. The first technique we'll demonstrate is using your index finger to monitor the amount of liquid in the glass. What we're going to do is bring the cup up to the spout and find the spout with your index finger. Try to keep your finger on the outside of the spout so that you don't get your fingers inside where the drink is coming out, especially if your fingers aren't clean. So once you feel that the spout is over the cup, begin to move the cup and the pitcher at the same time until the cup is flat on the table. Make sure to keep your finger inside the cup to monitor to see if the fluid's going inside. And then you know to stop when the liquid hits your finger. Okay, another method that could be used, which is particularly helpful if the container is very heavy, is to allow the pitcher to slide down below the level of the tabletop and start lining up the cup with the spout from there. Again, using your finger to align the cup, edge of the cup with the spout, and then this way you don't have to move the cup and the pitcher at the same time. You can just stabilize the cup on the tabletop. Another method for students that maybe don't like to get their fingers wet inside of the cup, can't tolerate the feeling of the liquid on their fingers, or if you're pouring a drink that's too hot that you couldn't put your finger inside the cup or you would burn yourself, you could use what's called a liquid level indicator. And these are available from Independent Living Aids, among some other suppliers of specialized equipment for people with visual impairments. What you do is you take the liquid level indicator and place the two prongs inside the cup and the battery part hanging on the outside of the cup. Then you can pour the drink without having to put your fingers inside. When the drink gets to the level of the cup where the prongs are, it makes a noise indicating when to stop.